Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Under the Headset, the official pregame show powered by Prozone Gaming Division. I'm your host, Mistabigsnoop, and today we're sitting down with one of the biggest names in the Camp dynasty, Coach D Flowers of the Georgia Bulldogs, 15-0, reigning SEC championships, headed to Atlanta for the national championship game. Welcome, Coach.
Thank you, thank you.
Um, you know, um, let's just dive straight into it. Let's get under the headset. Coach Flowers, you coming into this game 15-0, national championship bound. Does this feel like a start of a dynasty for the Georgia Bulldogs?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Feel like something special is being built.
Hmm.
I feel like we got the we feel I feel like we got a lot of new players that's coming in that's gonna start year one. That's gonna be good for our program next season.
Okay, I like to hear that. So the dynasty is going. Well, let's transition to the current, which your offense usually has been dominating throughout the playoffs. Your team has been averaging 60 points a game throughout these playoffs. What's been clicking for you guys? At the right time.
Our offense, the running game has been clicking. The, the passing game has been clicking. We got speed. I've been using nothing but speed. Speed has been giving us everywhere we need to go.
Hmm. So you would say that you guys been able to just, display the what they say SEC is the fastest conference, huh? So you just been able to
Yes,
pretty much run by guys. That's the beautiful thing that you guys been able to recruit all that talent, which leads us into the next question. You guys landing a top 10 recruiting class. What's the type of guys that you guys are looking for, and how do you balance, winning now and building the future? Without, how do you balance that?
I balance out. I go based off what I'm losing. So if I'm losing, like say for instance, I'm losing a lot of my offense. I'm not gonna really use the offense this leaving. I'm gonna use the young guys because I know I'm gonna have them for a couple more years. So I'm gonna build them up, build their confidence. So them playoff games they won't be really hard for me the next season.
Hmm. And what type of players that you looking for when you go, going to these different states to states? What kind of players are you looking for?
Looking for power linemen, fast receivers, deep threats, and hard hitting defensive players. I like gritty, hard hitting players. So
Okay,
we had to go get some of those because some of those guys too.
absolutely. And what about the mental side? Because I know the games is just just as much physical as just as much mental. So what are some mentals that you like to seek for in players when you're building your dynasties?
Uh, I say mentals. I say I like to go after clear minded players, clear headed, like players that don't really have to. I don't really have to coach too hard. I just put them on the field. They display they talent on the field.
I like that. I like that. So going into next season, what's a standout recruit that you could see, like you said, day one, there'll be a starter for the University of Georgia Bulldogs.
I got a quarterback, 5-star quarterback came in, and I got a receiver, 99 speed receiver came in. I can't think of their names right now, but I'll show them to you. They're gonna
Yeah.
be tough.
Okay. And you believe those guys are day one starters?
They want starters. As long as with those 5 stars on defense, I got two. It's gonna be
Okay.
they want starters.
Okay. And I like that. I like that. Let's transition back to the playoffs. You played Nebraska in the semifinals. That game really seen you guys, made you work for it. And how did that game challenge and sharpen your team heading to this title game?
I think that was the toughest battle I had in the playoffs. Nebraska because They running game, they gave me a lot to work for. They gave me a
Mm-hmm.
lot to work for, and and their passing game too. Their passing game is tough. So I ain't think I ain't think Dylan Raiola was that good. Dude, throwing that ball. I got my money's worth out of him for sure.
Mm-hmm. That's for real. That was a tough game, hard fought. In the end, y'all just seemed to prevail and take it to the top. Um, this game right here, going to the national championship game, you guys, you and Coach Roscoe Pico are not new to each other's games. You guys met in the first PCGD championship. Hard fought game. It was a 3-point tough loss for you guys. But going into this game, does that carry extra emotion after that clash in that PCGD championship?
Yes, it does. We looking to build on top of where we started. I'm not here to become friends. I'm just here to do my part and win that championship. Go dogs.
Oh, dogs. Let's see. Hopefully, you guys show up, which we know is practically a home game for you guys. You know what I'm saying? Um, but honing into, going into this big game, this biggest, brightest stage, with the money on the line, what's part of your game plan that must be flawless to beat this undefeated Ohio State team?
My defense. We gotta
And
play.
with your guys.
We gotta
Hmm.
play great defense. Can't give them no time in the pocket. Can't give them no opportunities. Can't make mistakes. We gotta stay on top of them. We can't give them nothing to work with. And that's
Okay.
my game.
Oh,
That's what we gonna stick with.
I
Defense
like
gonna
that.
win us this game.
And do you guys plan on, man, applying pressure? What I'm saying, scheming them up for zone blitzes. What are you guys envisioning?
We gonna do a little bit of everything. We gonna switch it up a little bit. We gonna run some of our old stuff and some of our new stuff. We've been practicing, so you gonna see a lot of new stuff.
Okay, okay. I feel you. Don't spill all
Yeah,
the beans. I heard
yeah.
that. But coach, last question before we get out of here. I want you to finish this statement, and it says, "If Georgia wins this championship, it proves we are the blank of the PZGD comp camp."
That mean we the goat.
I love it. Say, y'all hear that? Say the greatest. That's two natties. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So he'll be having the most natties of all time going into championships. I
come on
respect
now.
that.
The first to ever do it.
He say two times, two chains, two times.
That part.
Uh, shit. But you know what I'm saying? That pretty much wraps up this championship edition of Under the Headset, powered by Prozone Gaming Division. Big shout out to Coach Flowers. We wish you the best of luck for giving us a glimpse
Thank you,
behind the
my guy.
headset before before you go into Atlanta. I just wish you guys the best. Real quickly, if you got a message for your team before if you guys hit the field, what you saying to them?
We're gonna come out here and play how we played all season. We ain't gonna do nothing too pretty. We ain't gonna do nothing differently. We just gonna run the ball, pass the ball, and play hard nosed football on defense. And we're gonna take this thing home. We're gonna win this.
Okay, you hear the confidence from the coach.
We're gonna win it.
You know what I'm saying? Very confident. Got the home crowd there. And like I said, good luck, coach. Real quickly, let's not forget this summer, hottest event is almost here. The Prozone and Fantasy XP Pixel Pop and Pool Party goes down June 21st from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. in Las Vegas, Nevada. We giving live vibes, what I'm saying, live DJs, community meetups for photo shoots, and of course the signature PZGD energy. We gonna always be lit. Grab your tickets now at www.prozonegd.com. I'm your host, Mr. Big Snoop, and I'll see you on the field. Y'all stay locked in.